Hey, how's everyone doing? It's been a while since I have done a vlog. Life has been completely chaotic. Those that are close to me know I am really not good about saying no sometimes, and I catch myself saying yes a lot, and then I'm kind of running around frantic. But honestly, I don't know if I'd know any or want any different in a sense, because then I feel like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm not used to just sitting and relaxing. But anywho, I kind of wanted to touch base because I finally hit my year. Well, I actually hit my year almost a month ago. And so I wanted to kind of recap some things of my journey, some things I've learned, things that I'm kind of facing now, and just give you a little insight and maybe even a little inspiration and encouragement for your journey. So obviously I had weight loss surgery. I chose the gastric bypass. I had it August 24th of 2016. I was 296 when I went in. At my year, I was 123, I lost 123 pounds. And I went in today to see my surgeon, and I am down technically 126 pounds. So I've lost 3 more pounds. But needless to say, it's been a wild ride. I'm not going to lie. It's an emotional roller coaster. You really have to retrain your brain and everything. Your whole way of thinking has to be different if you want to be successful in this. People ask, well, why would you take the drastic way? Why would you do this? And, I know we've all heard it, oh, it's the easy way out. Well, I can tell you right now, it is not the easy way out. It is probably one of the hardest decisions and hardest things I've ever gone through in my life. It's a constant battle. It's a constant change. You're learning new things about yourself. But the other great thing is you're learning how to push yourself. You're learning how to become something you may have never thought was possible. I feel like I'm living my life so much more, and it's so much more full of things that I just enjoy. Since the surgery, I have more confidence. I really love helping others that are going through this journey and empowering them and encouraging them, sharing ideas. I am a sweet freak. I love sweets. So that's my weakness. And, learning new ways to still have that sweet treat, but not feel guilty because of what it is. Because there are healthier ways to, fulfill that sweet tooth you might have going on. I became part of an organization called the Bomber Girls, okay? And I never probably would have done this at 300 pounds or almost 300 pounds. Because I would have been too worried about what do I look like, and because you're literally standing there and you're welcoming home these veterans and you're in so many pictures. I would have been nervous and scared and felt like, what if someone judges me for my size? Because let's face it, when you are obese, you're judged by your size. People think you're lazy and you eat too much, and honestly, it very well may not be you're lazy, because I can tell you, I was definitely not lazy ever in my life. I have always been a constant go, go, go type of person. Food wise, yeah. Did I make crappy choices? For sure. But by no means was I lazy. And so that would be a hard thing to, have people say, and you're just like, what the heck are you talking about? But anyways, so let me get back to this amazing volunteer group that I'm part of. You should check them out. They're on Facebook, and it's the Bomber Girls, and we're out of the Tampa Bay area. And we actually help raise money for different military nonprofits. that work with like veterans or military. We've done warrior walks. We do a welcome home event every couple of months, where the Honor Flight of West Central Florida sends veterans up with a guardian to DC for the day, and they see their memorials. And then we, as the Bomber Girls, along with tons of people from the community, are there to welcome them home. And it is just an empowering, amazing experience. I absolutely just love it. I love seeing their faces light up when they see us, because we dress up in 1940s attire. If you go on my Facebook, it's through THROUGH, thick, THICK, and then the and sign, thin, THIN, Brooks RNY Journey. You'll see pictures on the cover photo of what we do. But it's awesome. It's so great to give back, and knowing I probably would have never done it if I wouldn't have done this surgery. That's just awesome. I never thought I would do a bar class, and I'm not talking about drinking bar. I'm talking about a workout class. And let me tell you, like, I went with my neighbor, and she's awesomely fit, and no, I probably wouldn't have gone in a class like that before, but I'm like, hey, I don't really care if I have flabby arms. I don't care if my belly has, a pouch. I don't care if my thighs jiggle. At the end of the day, I'm healthier. My labs are amazing. I'm able to keep up with people. I'm not like in pain every day. So, I mean, if I have a little bit of that, okay, whatever. It's just part of the journey, and I'm going to embrace every moment of it. So don't judge me, okay? Because it ain't going nowhere. So, anyways, yeah, check them out. The bar, and then like, okay, so I said the bar class. I do hot yoga with one of my other girlfriends, and I love it. I love getting out there and working out and like pushing my body and realizing like, wow, I can actually do this, and I can keep up, and I can do push-ups, and I can do sit-ups, and it's like, whoa, never thought I'd be able to do those. And it's a whole different life. I can tell you, a year out, it's harder. I'm still not ever really hungry, but it's definitely harder sometimes to not go back to your old ways. Obviously we had Hurricane Irma coming through, and it was stressful. I had a lot going on my plate, and a lot of serving others in this time, because I volunteer as Budsman on base, and I have about 500 members and families that I serve. And they come to me for concerns or guidance when it comes down to like evacuations and hurricanes and things like that, or in general, just for anything really, I'm there. But with this hurricane, it really threw everyone for a loop, and it was stressful. And, I caught myself wanting to go and snack, because that was something I just used to do when I was stressed. And I felt horrible. Like, I felt absolutely disgusting. Like, my stomach always hurt. I just felt like, ugh, I started breaking out. And then I realized, like, I'm not making the best decisions, and I feel like crap. And so, I've put myself back onto track, drinking my proteins. I can't stress to you enough. I know at a year out, I'm like, oh, if I'm going to drink another protein shake, I'm going to die. Do it. You're not going to die. And it's just a drink. You need to get it in you. You need to stay healthy. And yeah, I mean, I've just changed eating back to like what it was in the beginning, and getting back to the basics, and just making sure I'm staying on track, because I don't want to fail my body again because of my selfish reasons. And so yeah, I mean, that's really where I'm at with that. I go talk at the pre-op support groups, where I met a lot of the people that are on my Facebook page. They're doing amazing. I love seeing their journeys and following where they're at in their journey, whether it be meeting a surgeon, going to dietitian appointments. I did get to see one of the girls. She just had surgery the other night, and me and another friend of mine, Tati, she had gastric bypass 3 months ago, and we went and visited, and it's just an amazing feeling to be there and support people going through the same thing you did. Because I can tell you, in the beginning, you feel alone. You feel frustrated. You are sitting there trying to figure out, what the hell did you just do? And it's important to have people that are around you to rally. And I had a good group of friends and family, rallying around me, but I also was hit with a lot of crazy stuff in the beginning. So, it was still hard to get through. And so just knowing I can be there to maybe offer a little glimpse of, you're going to make it, and everything's going to be okay. And, this journey is going to be your journey, and it's going to be your journey, and it's what you make it. And so, yeah. And I went and actually saw her today too, because I had a surgeon appointment. So I had my year post-op appointment with my surgeon. I'm a month late because of rescheduling reasons, but needless to say, my surgeon was super excited. I went to Dr. Moore, which is spelled Murr, out of Tampa General. And, let me just say, I love him. Like, him and Dr. Gonzalo and Dr. Mooney are freaking phenomenal. They have so much compassion for their patients. I love them. Like, they saved my life, and I wanted them to know that. And so I went there, and he was super, super happy with my progress. Like I said, I'm down like 126 pounds. I have to go get my labs redone, but the last time I did have them done, everything looked perfect. The only thing I've been battling is dizziness. And they called it, I can't remember what they called it, but they said, every so often some weight loss patients get this. And it's due to the amount of weight loss, the rapid weight loss. And what it is when I go from a seated position to standing, or if I'm squatting and I go to stand, I get super dizzy where I have to lean over to like get right, because I start seeing stars, which means I'm going to fall and bust my face, which I've already done that. Delivering someone's groceries. How do you like that? I scared those poor old people like you wouldn't believe. But, that's the only thing we can think of. So if it doesn't get any better, we're going to do a tilt table test and kind of see if we can confirm if it is an issue. It's almost like vertigo, but it's just me standing. But that's the only thing. And like I told him today, I said, at the end of the day, if that is the only thing that I am battling after this surgery, then I'm freaking making out. So I am totally okay with that. I know the feeling. I know how to handle it at this point. And it only, like I said, it's only when I go to stand up from a seated position, or from squatting. And it's not all the time. It's just every so often. I mean, I get it every day, but it's not like every single time I'm standing up. So, I'm not horribly worried. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. My hair's coming back, finally. I would show you it, but it's kind of crazy frizzy right now because I took a nap earlier, which I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did because I was super exhausted, because I'm becoming a bus driver. Yes, you heard me right. I'm a professional volunteer because I volunteer with a lot of different organizations. And then I'm a ship shopper, so I grocery shop and deliver groceries on the weekends. And then I am now going to be a bus driver for my kids' school. Partly, the main reason I'm doing that is because my little one has needs and she really want to ride the bus, and I didn't really want to put that on someone else because she has epilepsy. And so it made me nervous to try to depend on someone else if she does go into a seizure. So when I found out there was an opening, I was like, why not? I mean, I'm in car line every morning and afternoon anyway, so I now am a I just finished my written test today, and passed, and I have my CDL on Monday. And so once that's done, I think I'll be able to breathe a little bit of sigh of relief and be like, okay, maybe a little kumbaya, I don't know. But I just really want to get back into like a normal schedule because my schedule has been chaotic. I was talking to my therapist tonight. Like I told you guys, and anybody that knows me, I believe in therapy. I think therapy is amazing. It has helped me through a lot. It's helped me become a stronger individual and how to set boundaries. So I really, really love my therapist. But needless to say, I was talking to her and, I told her how I have not been able, and I'm mad at myself, but I have not physically been in the gym in almost 3 weeks, which is horrible. And I feel like crap because I have not been going to the gym as much as I'd like, because obviously I got bogged down with the Hurricane Irma stuff prior, as well as trying to finish my bus training. And then Irma came, and then the kids were out of school for that week, and we were all just trying to pick up the pieces and figure out where do we start next. And then this week I've been bogged down with finishing my training because the school really needs me to start like ASAP. So I have not been able to, but you know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow morning, I'm going to the Y, and I'm going to go do that body combat class because I need it for mentally and physical reasons, okay? So I'm really excited about that because I'm been dying for that. And then I'll do a little bit more training on the bus stuff. So, but yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We're going to be taking a trip to DC, which is going to be super exciting. I'm interested to see how it goes because I've not been on a plane since I've had my weight loss surgery. So, it's going to be weird not having to worry about like squishing the next person next to me, like, let's be honest, when we're bigger, we're sitting there like this in the seat and like, I don't want to touch anybody. And I'm not going to have to do that now. So I'm pretty psyched about that and not having to worry about, is the seatbelt going to fit? Am I going to fit down the aisle? I don't want to push into anyone. I got to go to the bathroom. All those fun, great things we all worry about when we're flying or whatever it may be. So I'm pretty psyched. And then, let's see. I want to challenge everybody. To go to, like, if you're on a weight loss surgery journey, or if you're just on a weight loss journey in general. So one thing I find is when we stall out or we're not really losing anything at that point for maybe a week or two, we start getting frustrated. We're like, well, I don't understand why the scale is not moving, right? So here's what I do. And I might look kind of weird, but I don't really care. I go to like Lowe's, Home Depot, or if I'm at the grocery store, because I'm there more than Lowe's or Home Depot. And I pick up a 5-pound bag or a 10-pound bag of potatoes, okay? And you pick that up, and then you think about that. You hold that 10 pounds, okay? And maybe if you've lost 20 pounds, hold 2 10 pounds, one in each hand. Whatever it may be, grab it, hold on to it. And I'm not just saying just lift it once and be like, oh, I want you to hold on to it for a minute, okay? And I mean, you can walk around the produce department like thinking you're gonna buy it. People don't start looking at you like, why are they just holding 2 bags of potatoes? But hold those potatoes, and you know why? Because your body, think about that. The amount of weight you're holding is what you do not have on your body anymore, okay? And it kind of will put it in reality check for you. It's gonna be like, wow, I am coming a long way. Like, my body is not holding this extra weight. So, like, for example, when I hit my year, I went to Home Depot or Lowe's, I can't remember, and they had those 20-pound bag rock things. And I was holding 2 20-pound bag rocks, one in each hand, and I was going to try to hold them all. And I physically could not hold the 120. It was like I ended up only having 120 pounds. There was no way I was going to be able to hold 60 pounds in each hand. It was heavy just doing the 20 in each arm. And so I had to put 4 down on the floor in front of me and hold the 2 in my hands, 1 on each hand. But just thinking, like, no wonder my body was screaming at me every morning when I got up. No wonder I felt like crap and had to drink 9 to 12 shots of caffeine from Starbucks every day, because my body was physically wearing down. It was exhausted from that weight. So I definitely feel like a new me. And no matter what kind of weight loss journey you're on, go do that. I'm telling you. And I want you to report back to me, okay? Like, find me on Facebook and say, I did that. And I want to know how you feel, because it's amazing. It's so cool. Like, just wow. And the same with like getting out and working out. Like on my page, on my weight loss surgery page, I definitely try to get everyone involved. And, you know, whether you go out for a walk or you go walking up and down the stairs at work, or, you know, maybe you did some chair exercises because you physically cannot move too much walking or whatnot because it might hurt your knees or your back or whatever. I want to know so we can encourage each other to be successful in this, because that's the only way we can be successful, is if we support each other, love each other for where we're at in our journeys, and just do it. Support each other. Like, there's so much hate in this world. Like, let's not just show love. We just need to show love to each other, really, what it comes down to. But anyways, so here is, I want to show you this. So I bring these to my pre-op support groups because, you know, I can stand up there all day long and talk about my experience and where I'm at and where I came from. But unless you knew me prior to surgery, you would never know what I looked like. So with that, let's see. This was me last year. I had gone up north doing ombudsman stuff, and I met with the Master Chief of the Coast Guard, and he was super cool, and his wife's super cool. But anyways, so this was me, and I mean, hello, like totally different, right? It's weird. It's so different seeing these pictures. So there's that one. That was last year before I had surgery. This was the Christmas prior, so 2015, and this was Christmas 2016. I mean, and that's when it was kind of funny because my waist was starting to come in, and I was like, oh, I have a waist. Never knew it existed. My hair was a lot longer. Now it's shorter because I had to trim it and get rid of all the dead, but it's looking a lot healthier and curlier now. Back to my norm. So those that didn't know, I worked in Publix bakery, and prior to surgery and then after surgery. I don't work there anymore, but this was me a week before surgery on the left. Well, I guess it'd be your right. And then like 3 months in after surgery. Crazy. It's like, wow. It's like I just don't remember. I don't remember myself like that. Okay, so here's my weight. You know, you can see 296.8 there, and that's when I was at hit my 100-pound mark. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is me last year as well with my family. We went to a menopause like Broadway musical thing. Here's like more of a body picture. That was obviously right before surgery, and then December, early December. But you can see the difference, and I did that because I think it's important. We have to take pictures, you know, because it will remind you, even if the scale's not moving, your body is changing. And so, and here, oh, this is Janet, and this was when I was in DC last year. But yeah, I mean, I'm like a whole different person. This was one of my larger pair of pants. Oops, sorry. Which obviously don't fit me. I have like a whole crap load of clothes I need to get rid of. But yeah, I mean, I probably, and this was months ago, so I can only imagine if I was to put them on now, like how much difference it was. And this is me and my beautiful babies. This was a couple months ago, actually. So I've even changed since then. This was, we won Military Family of the Year for the Coast Guard and through the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the USO. And we got to go to the One Bucks Place, and they honored us with an award. Unfortunately, my husband was not there because he was deployed, but they did put a picture of him up there, so that was exciting. And then me now. And so, yeah, it's really weird, and I'm glad I took a lot of pictures. And I would say if you haven't had surgery yet, or you just had surgery, make sure you take pictures with your arms out, arms forward, you know, do full bodies, because I know we're not usually, like, when we're heavier, we're like boobs up, you know. But it was kind of funny today because I made the surgeon take a picture with me. I didn't really have to make him. He was cool with it. But I took a picture with him, and I caught the girl. She was kind of like only doing like waist up. I was like, oh, no, 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 I want you to do a full body. And I was like, it like kind of hit me like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I want them to do a full body. And that was really just because of how far I've come. I'm not going to lie. I'm proud of myself because I really was nervous I was going to go through the surgery and not be successful and not do what I needed to do. And let me tell you, I am so happy that I stuck to it and followed through, and where I'm at now is just a beautiful life. Like, I just love it. It's just awesome. I mean, I can't tell you. And I'm so excited for all of you that are taking your lives back. You're like, you know what? I am not living to eat anymore. I am eating to live. And I am not going to let food dictate my everyday life. I'm not going to let it dictate my feelings. If you do have emotional eating issues, find something else to be, like to turn to. I have crafting. I'm in my craft room, actually. I have workout stuff. I mean, like, I have a elliptical. Like, you don't even have to have that. If you don't have that, go outside for a walk. Vacuum your carpet. If you live in a 2-story house or you live in an apartment, go up and down the stairs a couple times. Get that food thought out of your mind. Get crossword puzzles, crochet, whatever it may be. I don't care what it is. Do not give in to the food. It's just not worth it. I've learned I say I learned my lesson, but every so often I resort back to my bad habits. And like, for example, the other night I was so stressed out. I was like, I need Godiva chocolate. So I had 2 pieces of Godiva chocolate. Let me just say, I was praying to the porcelain god, and I was like, why did I do this? And it wasn't just once it came up I felt better. I literally felt like I had the stomach flu, and I didn't feel better until I took and went to bed and woke up the next morning. Like, it's not worth those 2 pieces of Godiva chocolate to feel that way. So just remember, you're doing this to be healthy. You're doing this to get your life back. You're doing this to try new things. Don't be scared to just, I know people are like, I don't want to tell anyone because, I'm worried about what they might say that I had the surgery. Who cares? This is your life, your journey. And you know what? Those people that are naysayers and don't support you, then they're not in your life for the right reasons. Because if they truly love you and want to be there for you, they are going to be there 100% for you. And they are going to respect your decisions. Maybe they don't agree with it, but they respect them. And I think that's where this world's going wrong, is you don't have to agree with everybody. And you don't have to love everything everyone's doing. Just respect their decisions, and they'll, they need to respect yours. And that's where I come from. I love everybody for who they are and everyone's journey for what they're doing. And maybe I wouldn't choose that way, but you just got to do it. Now, if you're falling off the bandwagon and saying, I don't know why I'm not losing weight, and you're sitting there eating fried wontons and Chinese, well, I will tell you why you're not losing weight. So, I don't know. This year's been wild. I'm not going to lie, but I've done a lot of firsts, and it feels really good. It feels good. And I feel like I have my life back, and I'm just really excited to be able to be the mom and the wife and the friend and the family I've always wanted to be. Like, I really feel like I can do so much more. And I really love being able to support all my other weight loss surgery family and my spouses with the Coast Guard and the Bomber Girls and the veterans. And it's just, my heart is so full and my soul feels fulfilled. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm in a really good place. So anyways, get your butts up. Get some workout on, even if it's chair exercises. That is working out. Start making healthy choices, one choice at a time. This isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle change. And having gastric bypass, sleeve surgery, band surgery, this is not a fix-all. You have to fix up here in order for you to be successful. And you have to, not be intaking a bunch of crap to be successful. Because your tool is only going to last so long. And then you need to have all those tools in that toolbox. So when you're having that day, you can turn to that toolbox and it's going to help you. So I'm sorry I kept you for 30 minutes. I hope it's not too boring. I really do appreciate those that watch this, and I hope it gives you a little insight. Please feel free to ask me any questions. You guys know I'm an open book. I think it's important to be that way. And I really do. I love y'all, and I'm just super psyched. And to the 2 ladies that I know had surgery this week, I won't name your names, but I'm super excited for you, and I can't wait to see your journey. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.